The Cavs have taken 3 shots in the paint in the fourth, and they've all been blocked. Cunningham pick and roll, they blitz him. Nobody's there to help yet. Jenkins finally comes up, but they're back in good order. Jenkins going to try to attack James Harden with his superior speed. Gets to his spot, steps through. Corner, Asar Thompson, can he cash that out? No, what a rebound by Reed over the top of Allen and Mobley. Now Cunningham, crossover down the lane. Harris, can he cash out from the right corner? He can! What a play by Paul Reed. He didn't play until the fourth quarter of this game. He's gone the whole way, and he's plus 13. Harden and Mobley interacting again. They want to go after Harris and pick and roll. Jenkins gets through it. Harden tries to change speeds, tries to fight it up. Got it back somehow. Now Mitchell with the windmill gather and scores. 7-point game. Jenkins giving Cade Cunningham a rest, but surely it'll end up in his hands here. They'll let Jenkins set the screen. Cavs give up the easy switch. Now here comes a straight double. Cade going away from that double team. Tough fader over Mitchell, way short. Reed got another offensive rebound. Now Cunningham working on Mitchell in the post, playing at an incredibly slow pace. Jenkins eluding Strus up top, 3-pointer off the heel. Reed working for the rebound, can't get it. Cavs got to get transition here, down 3 possessions. Mitchell, another windmill getter, taken away by Asar, but Asar went to go try to steal his pass in bounds, and Mobley was just wide open under the basket. He anticipated a little too much there. Cavs within 5. Cade is looking exhausted. Pistons only have 1 timeout remaining. It was not a use it or lose it by JB. Screen set by Reed. They're going to blitz Cade here. He wants to go away from it. Reed on the short roll, trying Mobley, goes into it. Mobley with the stop. Reed still on the ball. Late clock and shot clock violation. Again, they want to go after Harris and pick and roll. Harden very slow getting into the offense. Mobley on the pick and pop, takes the 3 to put it within 2. Detroit has not been able to deal with that Harden-Mobley pick and roll. Cavs on a 7-0 run. Cade, here comes the double by Mitchell. He comes in very slowly. Jenkins finding a wide open Harris for 3, short. Good box out by Allen. Cavs get tired, take the lead here. What a turn it's been in the last 2 minutes. Harden getting past Jenkins, goes to the floater, left it short. What a pass out to the corner, Mitchell, but a closeout by Thompson ran him off. Here's Mobley trying Harris. They still have 8 seconds, and we have a foul on the floor. This will be free throws. Mobley, maybe the 2 biggest free throws of his career to tie this game. Makes the first, and he's got them both. Cade trying to get open. Pistons are out of timeouts now. Reed remains on the floor at center. Cade going right at Strus. Double team comes from Harden. Cade shoots over him first. Harris got inside of Mobley for the rebound. Now it's LeVert. Do they double team Cunningham again? Yeah, here they come. LeVert trying to get middle. Cunningham gets it to him. Late clock. LeVert is going to have to create. Down to 1. Does he get it off? He's falling down, way short again. The double teaming has totally thrown off the Pistons. Maybe they should have gone to it even earlier. So now the Cavs can take the final shot. Kenny Atkinson going with no timeout, but he has it in his pocket if the possession isn't going well. Mitchell is guarded by Thompson. Jenkins is on Harden. Surely one of those 2. But it's probably going to be a pick and roll involving Mobley, and they've got Cade on him to switch this. Harris is out of the game. Thompson is on Mitchell. Mitchell gets inside. Stripped from behind by Thompson. They don't have any timeouts. Is that a foul? No. Overtime. Cavs were never able to get the switch in the end. Thompson just kept Mitchell on the side. Was right behind him. Stripped him from behind. And Thompson did go down in the end. I think that's a good no call. Pistons didn't have any timeouts anyway. Don't decide the game on a play like that. Mitchell has looked very limited since spraining his ankle on a cameraman in the first. Again, it's ridiculous that this still remains an issue that guys can get hurt stepping on a cameraman. Jenkins has defended Harden well, knocks it out of bounds. 10 to shoot here for Cleveland. Hand off Harden. Harris steps up. Mobley on the short roll, floats it up. Allen with a huge jam in crunch time. Finally, they get something on that short roll as Reed stepped up hard. No one was there to box out. Now Cade guarded by Strus, forced towards the baseline. They want to involve Mitchell. Go screen out of there. Cade getting past Strus. Allen came over, tip Reed, nothing to it. Lid on the basket for the Pistons. They haven't scored since that Harris 3 with 3 minutes remaining, put them up 9. This time they hedge that pick and roll with Mobley. Jenkins against Mitchell. Mitchell gonna try to attack. Jenkins on his hip. Still tries to go through him and scores. Good pace there by Mitchell. Without Thompson on him, he was able to use his size and knock Jenkins backwards. 4-point Cav lead. Pistons just feeding for a bucket. JB goes to his security blanket, Harris. Harris going at Mobley. Can't score over him. Reed can't get the rebound. He's gotten his hand on a few, but hasn't been able to control it for the Pistons. Mobley again. They want to involve Harris again defensively. That could have been a foul. Here's Harden, switched onto by Harris. James Harden has had a really nice game. What can he do here in isolation against Harris? Puts him in the mix. Down to 4. He's going to go to the right-hand step back here. Surely. Here it is. Tried to draw the foul. Out of bounds. Air ball. So no proximate foul, says Tony Brothers. He is a man of few words on these replay explanations. Now Cunningham going at Strus. Good help by Harden. Reed hand back. Now Reed on the short roll. Going downhill on Harden. Stop from behind, but a foul. Reed with 2 clutch free throws. Detroit's first points in exactly 5 minutes. They want to go after Harris and pick and roll again. Every time, that's what it's been. Trying to keep Harden to his left hand. He gets to Mobley at the free throw line. Kick out Mitchell. Run off the line by Reed. Replaces. And Mitchell finally hits an open corner 3. That Harden Mobley pick and roll. And now Strus has stolen it from Cunningham in the backcourt. Here's Mitchell. He's going to lay it in. And the Cavs are in control now. Jenkins looking for Reed. Reed fumbles it. Goes up with the hook and scores. Finally, the Pistons get into something quickly. An essential bucket. Paul Reed on the short roll has been it these last couple of times. Mitchell can't even bring it up against Asar. He's got to give it to Mobley. Good pressure by Harris. Now Jenkins. They barely get it across. Mitchell fighting Mobley. Reed comes over. Mobley left hand hook. Missed it. Rebound Reed. He's been unbelievable. Jenkins on the push. Goes right past Harden. Mobley trying to run him down. Can't do it. The pace of Dennis Jenkins has Detroit back into contact. Jenkins trying to get over the screen on Harden. Again, they want to go after Harris. Harris hedges. Re-screen. Forcing him away from the screen. Now it's back to Mobley. Mobley one-on-one against Harris. Harden has it with 4. Jenkins trying to get into his airspace. Harden going for the floater. Fouled. Harden missing the second free throw. That was a rough foul by Jenkins. Let's see if he can make up for it here. Pistons going offense-defense with LeVert in. Jenkins on the attack on Mitchell. Underneath, cut off. Beautiful cut by LeVert. Leaves it for Reed. He's got Jenkins in the corner. Didn't see him, and it's taken away by Harden. Harden falls down. No foul. That's going to be a backcourt violation. No, it got tipped, but it'll be Pistons ball anyway. James Harden flopped at the worst possible time. Reed is going to set the screen way at half court. He wants to get everyone in position. Cade trying to get out of it. Jenkins rotates to the top, blows by everyone. Allen got back in position. LeVert is wide open in the corner, just rims out. Jenkins couldn't keep it alive. That 3 could have cut it to 1. Now the Cavs have to use the time here, not let the Pistons get a 2-for-1. They should be able to run it down all the way to about 26. Strus with it loose. They get it to Harden. 2-on-1. Allen, no, it's a floater. I thought he had it for an alley-oop, and then Strus commits a terrible foul in the backcourt. Luckily for him, Detroit is not in the bonus. So Cavs did not run the time down quite enough maybe to prevent a 2-for-1. We'll have to see if JB Bickerstaff has a play to get a really quick shot at the basket directly off a sideline out of bounds. Now's the time. Otherwise, they'll have to foul. Trying to get it to Cade up top. They get it in. Cade could take that 3, pulls up, and drains it. This is going to be a 2. Cade's left toe is on the line. So Detroit does not really have time to just play it straight up, but they do have time to trap. Mobley will inbound. Can they deny it inbounds? This is where the Cavs failed so often against the Pacers last year. And Harden is stuck, and he's given a foul on the sideline. Harden looking for 2 free throws to push back to 4, gets the first. Harden with a key free throw here to push it to 4. Pistons look like they're not going to take the timeout here. Harden missed it, but it goes right back to him. They failed to box out. Oh, that was awful. And now they have to foul again. This is the job of Dennis Jenkins, most likely here, to get inside of him. But the Cavs, by pressuring on the perimeter, fixed it so that there was no one to box out Harden. Harden, another key missed free throw. Jenkins looking to push it. They need a 3 here. Jenkins fighting Harris, wide open. Oh, he had his momentum going forward. Cade gets the rebound. Jenkins is open. He gets it to him. Mitchell on the close. Jenkins. No, it's short. Rebound Mobley. And he's fouled, and that's going to do it. The Cavs are going to get their first road win of the playoffs. They'll go up 3-2 James Harden shooting himself in the head after those missed free throws, but the Cavs will survive. They get the key missed free throw offensive rebound because the Cavs pressured their guards. There was no one to fulfill the assignment of boxing out James Harden, the shooter, and it went right back to him.